Yo, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy John Benzan, aka J Benza Light, and I'm here again, back with another one, man. So, what we're gonna be talking about today? My bad, y'all. I'm just getting a little distracted. I'm driving right now, but what we're gonna be talking about today is how to speak power into yourself, and not only how to speak power into yourself, but how to speak power into the people around you, the people in your life, the people in the world, and just how to speak power into just the universe itself, the world itself. So let's get into it, man. So when it comes to speaking power into yourself, there's something that you got to understand is that you can never see something in other people that you don't see within yourself. And what do I mean by this? It's impossible to see within other people things that you cannot see within yourself. And what do I mean by this exactly? This is what I mean. So say you're a person, right? Say you're a person that you grew up a certain way, believing that a 9 to 5 is the only way to become successful. That a college degree, a 9 to 5, things like that, that's the only way to become successful. You can't become successful any other way. The only way you can truly make something of yourself in the country of the United States or the world even is if you got a college degree, multiple college degrees, you educate yourself via college, via the school system and things like that, whatever, right? Now, a person with this mindset who lives in this way, they have certain beliefs, certain subconscious and unconscious beliefs that contribute to these type of people thinking in the way that they think, right? So when it comes to, say for example, you're a type of person that you believe that anything is possible. You believe that you could be the boss, that freaking you don't need to be working no 9 to 5. You don't need to work no 9 to 5. You don't need to go to school in order to make something of yourself in this world, which is a fact, which is a pretty obvious fact. But there's some people who have a limited perspective on life, a limited perspective in the way that they think about certain things. And when I say that, I don't mean like have a one-track mind and think like, oh, anything is possible, so it don't matter no matter what, like anything is possible, so nothing else matters. It don't matter the fucked up circumstances that you might have had in the background. It don't matter the fucked up past that you might have had. It don't matter nothing, because you have to be able to use discernment, which is our power as people. You have to be able to use discernment in these ways, and understand that like, yes, you may believe that anything is possible, but just because you believe that anything is possible, that doesn't necessarily mean that you should devalue somebody else when they pursue certain things, or devalue other people when they can't achieve certain things in a speed and when they just can't achieve certain things and whatnot. Because you got to understand that we are all universes in ourselves. The body is your world, and within the body is your universe. This is your universe. This is who you are. You are a universe in and of yourself. You have multiple bodies, not just the physical body. You have the emotional body, the spiritual body, the mental body, and then there's the physical body. You know what I'm saying? So going back into that example about the person with the 9 to 5 mindset versus like the entrepreneurial mindset, whatever, right? The 9 to 5 person couldn't conceive life being a boss, couldn't conceive life as a CEO, making your own money, running the shots, calling the shots yourself, being a boss, things of that nature, because this person lives in a limited perspective in which they believe within their own minds, for whatever reason, based upon their past programming, based upon experiences from the past. They believe in their own minds that they believe that the world works a certain way, and their paradigm is stuck onto that. They're stuck onto that root way of thinking. That root way of thinking ties into everything else that they think in their lives and everything else that they do in their lives as well. You know what I'm saying? So what you must understand is that the person that with a 9 to 5 mindset, they could be looking at you and they'd be laughing at you when you start a business. they'll be doubting you when you start your business. They'll have all types of negative shit to say about you when you start your business. And why? Why is that? It's because they look at you and they say, hey, they say they ain't no way that this nigga could succeed in business. There ain't no way that you could become a boss. There ain't no way that you could skip college and skip school and start a business and become the best version of yourself through business and things like that. Ain't no way you could do that, because this is how the world works. And then they'll throw in a bunch of other different examples and shit like that. Other different, not examples, but other different fucking excuses and shit. Like, oh, especially if you're black, then oh yeah, you gotta double as hard. You gotta work for the man and things like that. Yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? So that person with a 9-to-5 mindset could never. They look at you, they could never be able to think that you would be successful, because they don't even see themselves as successful in that area. Because to them and from their eyes, from their perspective, that's not even a possibility. So what you must understand, the way to speak power into people, and the way to speak power into the world, speak power into yourself, speak power into anything, is to understand that, bruh, you can achieve anything that the mind conceives. You can achieve, bruh. Anything the mind conceives and believes, you will achieve. That's a quote by Napoleon Hill. Anything the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. And that is a fact, because the universe is mental. If you understand and you study the laws of the universe and the laws of nature and whatnot, then you understand that the universe itself is mental. Everything exists within your mind, bruh. You perceive everything. Your five senses directly come from your brain, from your mind. Everything is mental. Everything and anything is mental. Any creation, this car that I'm driving, this phone that I'm holding in my hand, anything and everything had to have a thinking mind behind it before it was created. That includes this very universe that we're in. That includes this very world that we're in. Do you believe that it's a coincidence that everything is in a certain order, that the universe and nature is in a certain order? Do you believe that is a coincidence? It is no coincidence. Do you think it's a coincidence that you breathe oxygen and oxygen, the trees exhale oxygen, and the trees breathe in your carbon dioxide? You breathe out carbon dioxide and the trees breathe it in, and the trees breathe out oxygen and you breathe in the oxygen? Do you think that that's a coincidence, that it just so happens that the universe works this way? Do you think it's a coincidence that we need the sun to be able to live and thrive as human beings? Do you think it's a coincidence that the sun in the sky, when it shines, it gives life to the planet? Do you think it's a coincidence? Do you think this is a coincidence? Do you think it's a coincidence that there's mathematical precision in the universe that allows for things like gravity and even life in general to exist? It is no coincidence, bro. You must understand that the universe itself is mental. There was a thinking mind. There was a thinking mind. Whatever you want to conceive that thinking mind as, whether you want to call it God, the creator, Vishnu, whatever the fuck you want to call it, my nigga. Like, whatever the fuck you want to call it. There is a thinking mind that is behind the creation and the order of the universe. Not only this universe, but whatever is outside of the universe. If there is something outside of the universe, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Nobody is sure how the fuck that everything came into being. It's damn near impossible. It's damn near impossible, bruh. So if you're not even sure how everything just is, how could you be so sure about yourself? How could you be so sure about other people? You understand? You got to understand, brother, when it comes to speaking power into yourself, you must come at it with a perspective that, bruh, the laws of the universe are this way. The laws of nature are this way. And because they are this way, let me use the laws of the universe and laws of nature in my benefit, and to my benefit as well as the benefit of the other people, the other beings on this planet, animals and us. I mean, well, we're animals too, But animals as in fucking, like, you know, like what we conceive as animals, and us as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve, bruh. So what does that mean? If you can put pen to paper and say and write out what exactly you want, everything that you truly want for your life, everything, and you can execute on that, and no matter the hard times, no matter the losses that you take, no matter the suffering, no matter the tears and all that, you can still, and if you can still believe, no matter all the negativity that comes to you along the journey, if you can still believe in yourself enough to the point that you understand that anything is possible, that you can achieve this, you can and you will achieve this. But you just must continue on. If you can just have that willpower, have that perspective, have that open mind enough to know that anything is possible, then you can achieve. You can achieve, and you can speak power back into yourself. You can speak power into other people as well. You can say to yourself, damn, there's people that's been in, think about it, damn, there's people that's been in way worse circumstances than me. There's people that's been in way worse, more hellish life circumstances than me, and they've made it to the top. They became successful. You feel me? Like, there's people that have gone through exactly what I'm going through, and they've rose to the top through it. You know what I mean? You're not any different. We're all just manifestations of each other, bruh. We're all an extension of the Creator. We are all one at the end of the day. We're all one, except just different manifestations of one. You know what I'm saying? I just so happen to manifest as a nigga that opened that through my life experiences and through the shit I went through in my own life. I gained an open mind enough, to be able to expand my consciousness and to pursue literature and research and education that expands my consciousness and expands the way in which I think, expands my mind, expands my soul, grows me as a soul. Not only grows me in the material wise, such as my bank account and my body and things like that, and the number of cars and houses and all this and jewelry and bullshit and all that other bullshit. Not only that, but I manifested as this person that, you know, freaking, I see the importance in the transcendental, the spiritual. I see the importance in the world that lies outside of what we can perceive with our five senses. I see the importance in that. You know what I'm saying? And you are your own person. You see whatever is important to you in your own life. You have whatever is important to you in your own life. But you just must keep an open mind enough to know that the universe is mental. Study the laws of the universe. Read a book. A really good book that I recommend is a book called The Kabbalion by the Three Initiates. Very good book. It talks about the hermetic principles, the laws of the universe. And I think I'm gonna do a video actually breaking down that book, as well as many other different types of books, and maybe even do some videos in terms of like my perspective, like a spiritual perspective on certain movies and whatnot. Cause like there's like, bro, ever since I had my spiritual awakening, like there's certain, I just see everything differently, bro. Like I watch movies and I see like the hidden messages in them, like blatantly, like shit that I would never be able to even pinpoint, even register in my head if I was younger, if I was still a kid or some shit, or even before my spiritual awakening, probably wouldn't even be able to like pinpoint and even see the message in it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So if you want to see power into yourself and into the world and other people around you, and just other people in general, in closing, ensure that your mind is open enough and that your consciousness is open to receive and open to expand. You know what I'm saying? So that you can not only, so even if you don't have a single dollar to your name, you know what I mean? Even if you don't have certain things or whatever, you still know that you can achieve those things. And because you know that you can achieve those things, and because you know that anything is possible, then in turn, you know the same thing is true of every and anybody else that lives on this planet with you. And with that, be better than yesterday. Peace out, gang.